Hello everyone, welcome to the learning module of Smooth Capsule and Cream. In this module, we will study the management of anorectal disorders, that is hemorrhoids and anal fissures. As you all know that the whole India is in lockdown, so India's hibernation may lead to constipation. That is, everybody is in lockdown and there is lack of physical activity, and because of which many people are suffering from constipation, and this constipation may further lead to anorectal disorders. So let us see what are anorectal disorders. Anorectal disorders are nothing but they are associated with constipation. Two major anorectal disorders are hemorrhoids and anal fissures. In the coming slides, we will study about hemorrhoids and anal fissures in detail. Constipation can lead to anorectal disorders and vice versa. Because of the constipation, patient strains for longer period, which ultimately leads to anorectal disorders like hemorrhoids or anal fissures. And patients with anorectal disorders withhold defecation as it is very painful, hence it causes constipation, and therefore it is a vicious cycle. A person suffering from constipation may suffer from hemorrhoids and anal fissures, and a person suffering from anal fissures or hemorrhoids may suffer from constipation. Now let us study what are hemorrhoids and anal fissures in details. So hemorrhoids are also known as piles, are the swollen veins or the ruptured vein in the anus and lower rectum. Hemorrhoids are of two types, internal hemorrhoids and external hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids which are present inside the anus are known as internal hemorrhoids, and which are present outside the rectum are known as external hemorrhoids. External hemorrhoids are the pedunculated hemorrhoids which are hanging outside the anus. Anal fissure is nothing but a small tear in the thin moist tissue that lines the anus. As you all are aware that the skin besides your anus or rectum is a moist skin which may easily get ruptured due to small strain also. And anal fissures may occur when one passes a hard or large stool during a bowel movement. If one is passing hard stool or a large stool, he or she may apply pressure which leads to anal fissure or the cut in the moist tissue. Anal fissures typically cause pain and bleeding with bowel movements. Now coming on to the treatment of hemorrhoids. So treatment of hemorrhoids includes non-pharmacological treatment as well as pharmacological treatment. So let us first see the non-pharmacological treatment, which includes lifestyle management, that is anal hygiene, drinking plenty of water, diet, that is eating a high fiber diet to form the bulk, reducing the intake of coffee, tea and spicy food as it may act as irritants and cause pain, reducing the weight and regular exercise. Coming on to the pharmacological treatment, it includes vasoprotectants, stool softeners, astringent, corticosteroids and local anesthetics. Now let us see all the pharmacological detail one by one in detail. So first we'll see vasoprotectants. As the name suggests, vasoprotectants are nothing but they protect the vein. Example of vasoprotectants are calcium dopesilate, flavonoids, esculoside and polycrysulin. Calcium dopesilate, we have calcium dopesilate in both a smooth capsule as well as in smooth cream. So we will see calcium dopesilate in detail. Calcium dopesilate increases the nitric oxide synthase enzyme and thereby nitric oxide is released in the body. This nitric oxide relaxes the vessel, closes the gap and decreases capillary hyperpermeability, and therefore it restores normal capillary permeability. Decrease in nitric oxide causes spasms of the anal sphincter. As a consequence, it increases the pressure in the veins and therefore the veins collapse and lose their elasticity. For example, if we stretch rubber band for longer duration, after some time it loses its elasticity. Same is with veins. When we put continuous pressure on the vein, it after some time or after some period it loses its elasticity. So calcium dobosilate raises the nitric oxide in the body with the release of enzyme nitric oxide synthase and thus relaxes the anal sphincter muscles. The second is stool softener. Stool softeners are nothing but the laxatives which absorbs water into the fecus, softens the hard stools and make the passage of the defecation material along the intestine easier. So they absorb the water from the surrounding of the colon and increases the water content inside the colon. This softens the stool and make the passage of the material easier. Example is isabgol and docusate sodium. Docusate sodium is present in a smooth capsule. Docusate sodium is a fecal softener that absorbs, as I said in the earlier slide, which absorbs water from the surrounding into the colon and making the passage of the material along the intestine easier. So as a result, the fecus contain more water and are softer and easier to pass. The third one is lignocaine. Lignocaine rapidly relieves the pain, burning and itching. It is a local anesthetic that acts by causing a reversible block to conduction along nerve fibers. Local anesthetic drugs are the drugs which are given to the patients to relieve the pain. One cannot feel the pain when local anesthetic is given. So lignocaine relieves the pain, burning and itching. The another one is zinc oxide. Zinc oxide is an effective astringent. Astringents are nothing but they prevent the bleeding or stop the bleeding. Zinc oxide prevents the irritation at the perianal area by forming a physical barrier on the skin that prevents the contact of the irritated skin with the liquid or the stool from the rectum. So zinc oxide is forming a film on the affected area so that the stool does not come on the contact with the affected area while passing the stool or while defecating. Also zinc ions in the zinc oxide cause the precipitation of proteins, thereby relieving swelling and provide relief from burning, pain and itching. Zinc oxide rapidly relieves irritation, also protects the irritated skin. Also zinc oxide soothes the skin so that the stools are easy to pass. Another one is hydrocortisone. Hydrocortisone inhibits the inflammatory mediators, that is histamine and bradykinin, and thereby this reduces the swelling and inflammation. Also they reduce the swelling and discomfort associated with hemorrhoids. Hydrocortisone resolves inflammation and reduces the pain at the site. So now coming on to a smooth capsule, which is a combination of calcium dobosilate and docusate sodium. So each capsule contains calcium dobosilate monohydrate equivalent to anhydrous calcium dobosilate 500 mg and docusate sodium 100 mg. Indications of smooth capsule are hemorrhoids or piles and anal fissures. The dosage of smooth capsule is 1 capsule 2 to 3 times a day for 4 weeks. And talking about a smooth cream which contains calcium dobosilate monohydrate equivalent to anhydrous calcium dobosilate 0.25% weight by weight, lignocaine hydrochloride equivalent to anhydrous lignocaine 3% weight by weight, hydrocortisone acetate 0.25% weight by weight, and zinc as a zinc oxide 5% weight by weight. Also a smooth cream is indicated in hemorrhoids and piles and anal fissures. The dosage of smooth cream is regular application of smooth cream 2 to 3 times a day with the help of the applicator or the finger cords provided in the pack, and cream to be applied after defecation for maximum results. The advantages of our finger cord is hygiene is maintained, finger does not come in direct contact with the site of infection. Also it can be applied properly and there is no wastage of cream as the cream does not stick on the cords. Now coming on to the market opportunity, if we see the market of the smooth capsule, the total market is of 163 crores which is growing by 15%, and a smooth, which is currently ranked 7th in the market, has a value of 6.20 crores and is growing by 8%. But if we see the unit wise growth, unit wise we are degrowing by -1%, which is a matter of concern. And if we see the number one brand, the capsule market or the solid market, so number one brand is Pilex of Himalaya, then Deflon of Sardia, Oxyrud CD of Force India, followed by Sitcom. If we see the smooth cream market, so the total market is of 63 crores, which is growing by 3%, and unit wise the market is degrowing by -5%. Talking about smooth, which is currently ranked second in the market, has a value of approximately 14 crores and is growing by 17%, which is more than the market, and also our unit wise we are growing by 6%. The number one brand in the market is Enovet of USV, followed by Smooth, and the third brand is Shield of GSK, followed by Pyloroot of Mankind and Proctosedil BD of Sanofi. If we see the indications and USP, so the indication of smooth capsule is hemorrhoids and anal fissures, and our USP is that it is the only combination available in India. The only combination of calcium dobacelate and sodium docusate which is available in India. And talking about smooth cream, the indication is same, that is hemorrhoids and anal fissures, and our USP is we have a combined power of 4 ingredients and the only pack with finger cords for easy application. So smooth cream is the only pack which comes with finger cord for easy application. Talking about the target specialty, so the target specialty for smooth capsule is surgeon, gastroenterologist, physicians and GPs. I repeat, surgeon, gastroenterologist, physician and GPs. And the target specialty for smooth cream is gynae, which is our major prescriber, then surgeons, physicians and GPs. So this was all about the management of hemorrhoids and anal fissures, how a smooth capsule and cream helps in managing anal fissures and hemorrhoids. Thank you.